Good evening. I'm Matt Bianco. I'm 16 years old and a sophomore at Wheaton, Illinois. I am honored to represent the Tourette Syndrome Association of Illinois and the United States as a youth ambassador. I showed signs of Tourette syndrome at around age 3, and my parents took me to many doctors to find answers. I was diagnosed with Tourette's at age 6 finally, and oddly enough, my mother diagnosed me with Tourette's before we could find a doctor who knew enough to give me the proper diagnosis. My mom even did it. And in kindergarten, before my diagnosis, I was sent to a special school for severely disabled kids because they thought that it was a behavioral issue, not Tourette's, and they thought I was incapable of learning at the mainstream. But the proper diagnosis and correct advocacy turned my life around. I'm currently a high honor roll student in my home school district, and I play the violin in my high school orchestra. It still takes proper advocacy, educating the teachers, and talking with my peers about Tourette's. And since there's still difficult times, and I'd love to say thank you to my parents and the Tourette Association for their help. I enjoy volunteering at my local convalescent center and at my church, and I look forward to helping others with Tourette's. I want to make sure every kid with Tourette's gets correct advocacy and not down the path that I went to. Which is why it is now my pleasure to present the 2014 Tourette Syndrome Association Youth Ambassador Leadership Award to Adrienne Hallett, Clerk of the Senate Appropriations Subcommittee on Labor, Health, and Human Services. Adrienne Hallett is one of the most powerful and influential staffers on Capitol Hill. She is responsible for drafting and funding all federal programs in the annual appropriations bill on issues that deal with health, education, and labor-related matters. Also, she works for Senator Tom Harkin, who is the chairman of the subcommittee, and she will be accepting the Public Policy Award on his behalf later in this program. Adrienne Hallett has been a strong liaison for our communities at Senator Harkin and federal agencies. In recent years, she has fought hard to protect the funding of each program at the National Center on Birth Defects and Developmental Disabilities, which has made it possible for the TSA to continue its partnership with the CDC. She continues to support and appropriate funding for the Tourette Syndrome Public Health Education and Research Program at the CDC, and today we thank both Adrienne and Senator Harkin for 10 years of TSA and CDC program partnership. It now gives me great pleasure to present the 2014 Tourette Syndrome Association Youth Ambassador Leadership Award to Adrienne Hallett.